trying to remember what the fuck the other one is. I know one of them dropped dead. One dropped dead from mushrooms. That was last week. I foraged for wild mushrooms, and I suspected that might kill me, but I still gave it a go. And yeah, it killed me. And then what was the other one? There was one that died from nothing else. I can't remember what else. Died from shroomies. It was literally just like, I don't know. I had multiple different types of mushrooms that had foraged, and I ate the ones that looked the most normal. And yeah, they were not normal. Also, I accidentally brought home rotted tortilla shells. So, taco shells or whatever. I'll take them outside. I'll leave them in the pile outside. The rats can eat it. Maybe game has rice cooker. Nah, so that. The update, I just haven't got past day 3, lol. It's like playing alone. That's fair. I play pretty much everything solo. I tend to like create my own enjoyment for the most part when it comes to all the games that I play and stuff. But yeah, no, pretty much since they brought in the Frostclaw, I was kind of out. That and the biome badges and smoothies and shit. Because yeah, no, thank you. I'm pretty much got Alpha 18, and I'm trying to rebuild a massive construction, a previous home. What the hell was that noise? It's really hard with her being hard of hearing to know what the fuck some noises are. I haven't seen it yet. I've only seen it from people playing it, not myself actively playing it, but I'm very stringently, what do you call it? 7 Days to Die is like a post-apocalyptic zombie world kind of thing, not a cryptid horror situation. Like the what you call it, the spitter zombie dude, the desert spitter. He looks like he's at least been human at some point and dried out in the desert, and like it is probable that bees might have like inhabited his corpse and stuff like that. But like the Frostclaw is literally a non-human creature, and I have beef with that. If I wanted to play with like demons and stuff like that, I would be playing what is it, Darkness Falls. I'd be playing that if I wanted that, but I don't want that, you know. So yeah, I took beef with that. That wasn't the specific thing, but it was like the cherry on top kind of thing. Like there's been a long list of changes. I have literally an hour and a half video on YouTube about me detailing the differences between old versions and the current versions, and like what like my reasons are and stuff for not playing the new version and stuff. But I haven't been enjoying it for a long time. That's the best way to sum it up, is I haven't been enjoying it, and so I rolled it back to a previous version. Last time I was really enjoying it, back when it was like really fucking dark at night, and it was creepy and scary and ambient, and you know, you'd fight a zombie or you'd see like a dog and you'd avoid fighting it because you know that like 2 bites and you'd bleed out kind of thing, stuff like that. So that's why I kind of went back to the old ones, is I enjoyed the atmosphere of the older games way more than I do the current. And I like to play games for the enjoyment of them. I don't play things to, I don't know how best to say it. I don't play things to just play the game kind of thing, you know. If I wanted to do that, there's a whole bunch of games that I could be playing and not enjoying. It's one of those things where you guys can tell, because as a PNG tuber, right, all you guys got is really my voice. So if I'm not enjoying something, you can hear it, and it's not enjoyable to listen to. But when I'm genuinely enjoying something and I'm super passionate about something, you can hear it literally like coming through my voice and stuff. And like when I rolled back the version, there was just so much I had to talk about, and there was like so much I had to say. It's just non-stop happiness kind of thing. I explained it pretty much as like, it's just happiness noises meme kind of thing with, you know, like the husky and stuff. That's 90% of what it is when I play games. So yeah, they seem to be going towards less zombie, more monsters. But the other thing too is they supposedly are now taking like public opinion and stuff, and that's great and whatever. But yeah, I there's some stuff that they want to bring in the future too. Like a lot of people are really fond of the bandits. I don't give two fucks about the bandits. I like my like mostly empty apocalypse situation sort of thing. Like I kind of have always liked the fact that if there's other people in the game, it's players and stuff. But I do get that some people do want that just to have like a less abandoned like world kind of thing. But I wouldn't mind it if maybe they brought in a couple of different like game modes. Like you know how in like some games you can play like certain game modes. Like I feel like if they had like the the progression system thing as a game mode, or if they had like bandits as another game mode that you could choose between and stuff, I'd be cool with that. If they just brought it out as like different options kind of thing, I think that could be pretty good. Need you to leave that alone. What else have I got on me? I've got spare parts. We're going to work on this one. Actually, no, I was repairing my Spiffo one. That's right. I remember. I'll take the food cans inside in just a second. But, yeah. I don't know. I would be playing... Oi, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, that was mean. There's no need for that. You alright, Kitty? Yeah, he's alright. Sorry. Phoenix and Azula, my cats, were just behind me. And I think they were, like, wanting the same spot on the floor in front of the heater. But Phoenix was, like, happily not moving. And Azula just... I don't know if she reached over and, like, put her mouth around his head or if she licked him. I don't know which. But she looked like she'd had fur in her mouth that wasn't hers. I also realized I just accidentally took out my engine. So that's interesting. Can I repair it as 0? Well, that's a mistake, but that's fine. I can work with this. I have a lot of engine parts. So we'll see what happens from 0, I guess. Bit of a shame that I did that, but we'll see what happens. Its overall condition is 60-odd%. How can it have 6? Oh, it's 4% now. That's funny. I have got spare engine parts. Let me grab more. I didn't mean to take that out. I had like 26% going there. But I was bound to get distracted and have something like that happen. Let's see. Where is my... Won't be in this one, I don't think. It's in my other car. I took this one last time. This one that's got the stuff. The other one's got the chips. All right. Let me grab all my engine parts because now I've got to actually like reconstruct that Spiffo one. Because it was at like 26%. I was going to try to take it up to at least 50%. And then I was going to try to reconstruct a couple of other ones around the area. But that was a bit of a whoops. I also think the fuel tanks for that one. But yeah, no. Cats are fine. They just, I guess they decided to nom each other. Also, why is there a parcel on the ground? When did I have a parcel in my letterbox? Let me grab all this stuff. Doing that like quiet, creepy, eerie music shit again. Like it's nice that it's not doing the weepy music, probably because of the fog. But yeah, the fog can be a bit of an issue when you're trying to move around, as you can see. When it gets like really thick with the fog, you just can't see. You can't see if there's a herd of zombies or whatever in the area. I think I took a couple of batteries too. I'll come back for more of the food in just a minute. Well, let's see. I guess that's the only problem with like pulling apart an engine out of the blue is that there's a chance that it come home and just automatically do the same thing. I guess I don't know if it's just going to do this automatically to how many I've got. I wonder. It's 4%. I don't know how many I picked up, but it was quite a lot. There is a whole nother town I can go and pillage cars from too. 34%. Okay, so it is now more than it was, but it probably could have been up to about 50% before. But either way, that's a half decent car and it has got fuel. Fuck, I can't see shit out here. Okay. I don't know which one needs the engine. I also haven't towed the taxi home yet. I should go down the street and have a look at it because I'm pretty sure it's engine shit. I just got to get one of these cars to have fuel in it. You're the one that needs the windshield. So let's go windshield in here. You're the one that needs the battery. So we'll get the battery. And I did bring a better fuel tank. This one is 60%. Also, I did learn that if you try to fill a fuel tank that is like really low percentage, it might have a hole in it. And as a result, it may just pour the fuel straight out on the ground instead of into your car. I did that with my white van, the one over there. I was not paying attention and I filled it with like so many fuel cans in the early days when I wasn't really sure how many it took to fill one. And yeah, that was a shame. That was a real shame. It's going to take a fair bit to fill these up with engine parts. This one should be in good condition. What else did it need? Apart from fuel, what did it need? Because this one's strong enough to tow. One of its wheels aren't great, but it's pretty good condition. I just gotta get some fuel for it. I know where a few cars are that have got a full tank of fuel. So there are. I don't think there's any left in town that have fuel that I know of. I don't know if they do. I know that's a fuel station, but I can't pump it because I don't have a working generator. I've got fuel here. That is a fuel station, true. How did I write that? Did I add a note? Oh yeah, there we go. That's how I did that. Hold on. I still can't spell fuel, but I don't give a shit. Fuel, what is this? Okay, there is a scaling thing. What is this? This is a rotation. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. I didn't know. Look, there's a lot of things that I can and can't spell, okay? I did, what is it? Years 1 to 3 were creative English. It was what you call it? It was an experiment that my school did to see how it would impact people's learning. That's right, there's a bookstore thing there or whatever. Yeah, anyway, as long as I spelt something like cat, K-A-T, it was correct. So there's a lot of things, I have a lot of troubles with pronouncing, like reading out letters and words and stuff like that because I don't actually know how things are supposed to be said or spelt out. When somebody says, "Oh, just spell it out. You'll learn how to write it if you just spell it out." And I'm like, "Yeah, you don't understand how that's not going to work for me." But yeah, no, there's times where like that just doesn't help. I know there's a car up here that has fuel. It's in good condition, but it's really far away. There's a car over here and there's a car there that both have fuel. They're very far away as well. By the way, there is a generator up here, but I can't knock down the fence. I did test if the zombies can knock over the fence, but even with a large group, they wouldn't knock over that particular fence. I thought that was interesting. Dyslexic, so I understand the issue spelling. Yeah. Well, the other thing too is, like, I've had a few people ask if I'm dyslexic because of it, but as far as I know, I'm not. But, like, I can read, like, forwards, backwards, upside down, any fucking direction. I don't have to be looking at it, like, straight on. Even mirrored is fine. It's just that, like, I can't fucking sound shit out. And, like, I have trouble understanding what words sometimes are or remembering how to spell them because my brain will just be like, it's still the same word. Like, doesn't matter what, like, order any of the letters are in. Like, legitimately, like, sometimes I'll type something when I'm not sending it to somebody when it's just like a private note. And it will have like the most random fucking sequence of letters in the center, but the first and the last letter will be the correct ones. And I'll know what it is with the context of the sentence, and the rest of it doesn't need to make any sense. I could literally like make notes that nobody else could read doing this and it'd be fine. But yeah, I just don't tend to, because I do try to practice at least trying to figure out how to English. It doesn't work for me. I have to spell using phonetics, so things like the F versus PH. Oh yeah. Yeah, no, if I was trying to spell something and it had like an F and not a PH, I wouldn't be able to probably tell you that it has that. Like, I would have to see it to like know. There's another fuel station there. Again, I can't pump any of this stuff. There is a generator one town over. There's a generator there that I could take, but I can't use it because I don't have that stupid book that tells me how to use it. You would think that there is... I've also been standing outside this whole time. What the shit? I probably should have gone inside. Yeah, no. Let me go check on the check on this car just quick. I might go inside for a bit. I don't know if there's anything I can do beyond finding that book to be able to learn how to do generator stuff. I don't know. So you store it like me. Our brains don't store the spelling, but store the word as a spoken piece. Yeah. I just see it as like a word as a unit itself, not as the letters specifically. I could take the fuel out of this and then replace the gas tank. I think I have a spare one. Maybe. I think I have a spare one somewhere. What else have I got on me? I have 2 car batteries. And I thought I had another fuel tank. Maybe I do. Hold on. What's in this? God, this music is like fucking eerie as shit. I know you guys can't really hear it because like I can already like see that it's not really like peaking at like that kind of volume. But like, yeah, it's creepy as crap. I also have like the game volume and stuff up as high as I can get so you guys can hear it. But there's moments like now where it's really quiet in a creepy way. And I do think that that's also because my person's hard of hearing. So it's already much quieter. When I get like another person in the future that isn't hard of hearing, everything's going to be so loud to me out of the blue. All right. That's, I believe, everything out of the inside of the car. There's a gas can thing. Hold on. Chuck that in there. I can't carry it. Okay, well, if I can't carry it yet, let me grab the extra stuff. I'll go take the food inside. And we'll come back out and we'll take the fuel out of the white car and we'll put in a new fuel thing for it. Because it's only got like 6% of fuel, so it's not great. There's one of the old gas cans. I gotta take that into town and drop it off somewhere. Because I don't need it. I don't even get that. Maybe words are phonetics. But my spoken English is more advanced than spelling writing is. Oh. Yeah, no, I can read super stupidly fast. That's like one of the special things I've got. Because like I think the main thing is I only have to read like the most basic amount of like letters in the sentence and I'm good. I got the whole sentence. I don't need to like waste the time with the rest of it. Although if I have to speak it out loud after I've read it, that slows me down a fair bit. I have gotten a lot faster since streaming because like my every night is like reading stuff out loud. So that has helped a lot, but I still have the issue of the comprehension of reading certain things where like I get it wrong, you know, which, you know, there are a few people that I really consistently kind of fuck up their sentences. Like every single time they talk, I just, for some reason, don't take the extra couple of seconds to like get the whole damn sentence. And yeah, it can be pretty funny. Yeah, I know there's ads. Ads are kind of inconsistent because like not everybody seems to get them at the same time. Not everybody seems to get the same amount of ads. And then of course there's also, you know, YouTube, which get ads at a completely different time and stuff. So I do want to take this and chuck this in one of the cars. I was going to feed her briefly, but she can wait a little bit longer. Alright, I've also got to get her new gloves or find better gloves in the house because these gloves got holes in them. It's going to be so funny when it gets warm and my person is just like decked out super much. Can we take the fuel out of this, please? Yes? No? Why aren't you going to do that? You're just taking a minute. Okay. So I can't install it just yet. I've got 2 spare batteries. Let me just go chuck them up in the black van for the hot minute. I'm also pretty sure that my Spiffo van's trailer would be good to take somewhere. I gotta throw that in the back of one of the cars. I'm honestly just gonna throw the mirror in there because I don't need that. I know it's not related to the car, it's like appearance and shit, but I don't need that. Is it this one? Yeah, this car. I need you to siphon the fuel out of this so I can put a new gas can in it. Then I'll have to try to refill it. And some of the cars around here got a bit of fuel and some don't. So that's going to be fun trying to put fuel in them. But since I love that it like immediately does that. It's like, yes, I am aware that you don't have fuel. We just did the thing. All right, give me your fuel can. I'll get that uninstalled. Because this is like 31%, but I've got something much better to put into that. So I think this car would kind of probably be well enough in condition maybe to take for like a fuel and engine part run, but it's just not a super big car. I'd rather take my Spiffo van. But my Spiffo van's like engine isn't even 50%. Although, to be fair, I could potentially upgrade it as we go. So there is that. Just said about streaming increasing reading and verbalization of verbalized speed. Yeah, no, because I'm reading stuff out every night as part of streaming. I don't know if she's installing that. Maybe? Hold on. You need to walk around the front, love. Maybe? Try back around the front. Give me a hot second. I'm trying to get her to install the fuel thing now. Yeah, no, because I read stuff out every night. I literally am getting better at it. What the fuck? Have I got no fuel thing now? What the hell? Hold on. Got a fuel container that's not great. Where'd the other one go? Did I not get it out of here? The other one the one that I took out of that car should have been broken as hell. Yeah, no, I just didn't pick it up. Okay, hold on. Let's swap that over. Okay, hold up. Let me get into the car and drop the thing. We also have fuel in this, but just barely. Oh, yeah, no, the last couple of years of like reading out messages and stuff has helped, but there are a few people that I specifically, not intentionally, but happen to like when I read their messages, I almost always consistently fuck up how I read it out, which is kind of hilarious, but it's mostly just because like I just don't take the extra second to do the thing. Also read the ads. The ads kind of, like I used to try to like stop for them and like wait until they're over and stuff, but not everybody gets them at the same time. Some people refresh and then immediately, where the fuck are you going? Get back over this car. Some people refresh and then get like ads after the ads, and or like they'll only get like one and somebody else will get like 3 minutes of it. And then of course there's like YouTube versus Twitch, so different ad breaks and stuff. So I just kind of like plug on. Generally, if I can tell there's an ad and I'm like answering a question or something like that, I'll normally circle back to it or pause what I'm saying kind of thing, do something else for a minute, but I don't always catch it. and stuff. But yeah, just thought I'd like let you guys know that, because like I don't know, I used to try to like wait for it, but now I have no clue when YouTube runs ads at all, so I just kind of like plug on at this point. All right, I should be able to add fuel back. There's only like a tiny bit of fuel, so this one's not going to be the journey car. I really think that the Spivo van might be the best one to go for this trip. Now I've got a fuel can, I've got some spare parts. I've still got spare parts, hold on. I've still got spare parts. I should be able to do more on this. Yeah. Let's see if we can bring this up a bit higher, because that one's like 50%. Can I repair that? Because I just thought I used all the parts up before, but maybe I didn't. You're streaming to get past social anxiety, so no worries about the ads. Oh yeah. Well, streaming and like chatting to people and stuff like that does help. In my case, like I do a lot better if I'm playing a game and I'm focused on something else. If I have to take like a face-to-face conversation, that shit's not going to happen. Like there isn't going to be much of a conversation unless like I'm best buddies with the person from like way back. Like I also have like phone anxiety as well, so phone calls are a nope. Just in general, like it ringing gives me overwhelming anxiety and shit, so that's a no. But yeah, as far as like streaming, like I come across like very extroverted as a streamer, but this is literally just like what it's like when I'm chilling playing games with my friends and stuff. It's the same thing. You just bypass that like initial barrier of like, I don't know, in-person stuff or like the awkwardness. Plus I guess in a way I've gotten better at like breaking the wall of like when people come in and saying hello and stuff like that. Like sometimes I find people seem to think it sounds very generic. You know, sometimes when I greet people, it's kind of like, oh yeah, you say that to everyone. It's like, to a degree, I do say that to everyone. It doesn't mean I'm not genuinely asking how you are or what you're up to. You know, I genuinely want to know. If I didn't want to know, I wouldn't fucking ask. You know, I'm also Australian, so there's no beating around the bush with that shit. It's yes or no. I will ask if I want to know, and if I don't want to know, we're just not going to have that conversation. You know, like a lot of the times, like unless somebody talks about like their work or their home life or something like that, I generally won't ask about it and stuff as well, because I'm like, you know, I assume that you don't want to think about it or don't want to talk about it and stuff. So, you know, if it's not something you've brought up yourself, unless like there's a point of curiosity conversationally that's prompted me to ask, I'm not going to ask you, kind of thing, you know. There's like cuss like a sailor too. Yeah. Nah, for me it's just I'm Aussie, so like I'm gonna swear, you know. It's pretty normal for us. Like there are a few Australians that kind of like, oh, you swear too much, and it's like, fuck off. That is actually the default response to it, is fuck off. You know? Like I know YouTube doesn't greatly love the swearing and stuff, but like I'm not gonna tone down my swearing just so that YouTube can be like, oh, we can monetize this more or whatever. And so you get what you get. I'll see if I can upgrade this one as well. I think it's in okay condition. I used to buy a True Sailor. Oh yeah. I can take it up to probably 100%. I think 90 is good enough. It's a good little car. It's just I wouldn't want to go out and try to stockpile shit into it, you know. She's also getting a bit huffy puffy too, carrying all this stuff. Oh well, how well you guys can hear it. I also think it was the white car, sorry, that I have to fix the back window on, I'm pretty sure. Oh man, stretches and stuff. I don't know, I sort of feel like since streaming, I probably swear more. It's probably just more comfortable. I'm missing a headlight. I probably have a light bulb inside the building. I'll just check if I can fix that too. Like I said, while I've got a mechanic person here, I'm going to do everything I possibly can do to get the shit in good condition. If I only have to go and get fuel, like if I have to siphon fuel from cars, I don't care. I can totally do that with anybody. But car repairs, as best I can, be good. It's giving me shit whether I'd think, yeah, I kind of had that basically like when I nearly died. So I kind of like came out of that like, yeah, no, I don't give a shit. But no, I've had like Crohn's nearly killed me. So I've talked about this before, not like, well, I have specifically talked about that, but like more specifically about how like before I had that happen, I kind of like